and welcome to the Roy Rogers Riders Club.
Thrill again to the thundering hooves and cattle stampedes, barroom brawls, and shootouts of classic Western features and TV shows. Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, and all their cowboy pals and sidekicks roam the West once more. Heroes never die on Comedy MX channels. They just ride off into the sunset.
Southwest, as the century came to a close, power and wealth could be counted in cattle. Men connived, fought, and killed to carve great self-sufficient cattle empires out of the rich grazing land. But no matter how many cattle a man owned or how vast his empire, when faced with illness or death, he sought help from another. Rex Allen stars as the Frontier Doctor.
The Merrick Ranch was so big it was like a kingdom. It all belonged to one man, old Hal Merrick, the richest, meanest, most powerful man west of the Mississippi. Hal had no regard, no respect, no affection for anyone in the world except himself and his granddaughter, Savannah.
Ride him down!
Gramps, I want to talk to you.
Some other time, honey.
No, I want to talk to you now. With Dr. Rickard out of town, you shouldn't be taking so many chances. But suppose Caesar had stepped in a gopher hole.
I've turned over with him before. I can take care of myself.
Gramps!
Mr. Merrick.
What'll we do? Dr. Rickard's out of town.
Nearest doctor's a young fellow over in Rising Springs.
Go find him and bring the sheriff, too.
Yes, ma'am.
Get a wagon. We've got to get Gramps back to the ranch.
3 hours later, Sheriff Andrews and I reached the Merrick Ranch.
This way, Doc.
You better wait here. I'll call you after I've made the examination.
Are you the doctor?
Dr. Bill Baxter, how is he?
He's conscious now. The bullet got him in the shoulder.
Who are you?
Baxter's the name.
Had any training to be a doctor?
3 years at Long Island Medical.
Can't be much good or you wouldn't be in a hick town like Rising Springs.
And the best that's available. Have you got any brandy or whiskey?
Yes, right here.
Hey, take it easy.
Doc says you can come in now, Sheriff.
He'll be all right. Here's the bullet.
Well, that's not much help. Can I talk to him?
Sure. I just gave him some brandy to deaden the pain, so he may be a little drunk.
Yeah. Take more than one bottle to do that.
Mr. Merrick, did you see the fellow who shot you?
Nope.
None of us did. The men couldn't even pick up his trail.
Well, do you have any enemies who might want to kill you?
Dozens of them. You can't get where I am without stepping on a lot of toes.
Well, that's not much to go on, but I'll do my best.
You better, we get a new sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Merrick, you try to get some sleep. I'll be back to see you in a couple of days.
How'd it go, honey?
You didn't kill him.
What?
Why did But you only shoot once. Why didn't you make sure?
I was sure. I saw him fall, and I thought that
Well, you thought wrong.
Sorry, honey. No wonder you're upset.
I'm not upset. I'm angry. Charlie Pierce, train robber, gunman, graduate of the dueling gang. And you couldn't even hit a sitting duck.
Oh, relax, honey. We can try again, can't we?
You do love me, don't you, Charlie?
Thought I proved that this morning by shooting a man for you.
I mean, it is me you love, not the money I'll inherit.
Thought we had that settled.
Charlie, I didn't mean what I said.
Let's get it straight, Savannah. You're the one that wants the money. I wanted to marry you whether Hal Merrick approved or not, but you wouldn't risk it. And it was your idea to get rid of Hal so as you could have me and the money. Ain't that right?
Yes, Charlie.
Anytime I need money, I can go out and rob a bank. I don't have to marry for it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll never mention money again.
In that case, I think I'll stick around. You know, having a fight's almost worth the effort. So relaxing afterwards.
That wasn't really a fight. You know, I have an idea, Charlie.
So have I.
I know a way to get rid of Gramps without taking any risk.
How?
Here you are, Miss Hatfield. Ought to be enough there to last you a couple of weeks. Take one every night at bedtime. Have a nice time in Kingston.
Thank you, Doctor.
Joe will have your medicine in just a moment.
Well, the little black bull come down the meadow. Who's and Johnny? The little black bull come down the meadow. Long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. Little black bull come down the meadow. Long time ago.
Do you always sing while you work, Dr. Baxter?
Howdy, Miss Merrick.
May I come in?
You betcha. How's your grandfather?
Fine, thank you. Go on with what you're doing.
Mixing up a little prescription here. Us country doctors have to be our own druggists.
Then I feel doubly guilty.
Oh, how's that?
Well, I was mixing the sedative last night, and I spilled the whole lot.
That's no trouble. I mix up batches of that stuff in advance. I'll get you some more.
Thank you. Why don't you take care of that man outside? He looks like he's been waiting quite a while.
He has. Thank you.
I suppose you're wondering why I came myself instead of sending one of the hands.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it.
I wanted to see you.
Oh, have you been ill?
No. What are you like when you're not being the calm, detached, slightly superior man of medicine?
I'm not a superior man. I'm just an ordinary guy doing my best at the most interesting and rewarding job in the world.
I can't figure you out.
There's nothing to figure out. This ought to hold him till morning, and I'll be out and see him.
I'll look forward to seeing you, Dr. Baxter.
Be sure and follow the same instructions.
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Mr. Peterson. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Wife's having another one of them spells, though. Can you pick up some more of that stuff that'll let her rest easy?
Just happen to have some right here.
You get some sleep, Sarge. I'll sit up for a while.
Thanks, ma'am.
What do you got there?
Glass of milk.
Milk? Want to poison me?
There's some medicine in it to make you sleep. And I put some whiskey in to kill the taste of the milk.
Why didn't you just put the medicine in the whiskey?
Come on, bottoms up.
No.
Come on, drink it all. Come on.
Oh, that was terrible.
It'll do you good. I'll tuck you in, and for a little while you'll be asleep.
Savannah!
What's the matter?
Oh, get the doctor, quick!
No doctor could get here in time.
That was poison.
I know.
Sent for immediately, but it was dawn before I reached the ranch.
Oh!
Hal Merrick was dead. There was nothing I could do. I hate to bother Miss Merrick, but it's very important that I see her for a moment.
She's mighty upset, Doc. Maybe if you could wait till...
What did you want to see me about?
I have reason to believe your grandfather was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's impossible.
There are burns around the mouth which indicate the presence of acid. Did he have anything to eat or drink after supper?
Only the sedative you prescribed.
Where's the glass you mixed it in?
It's been washed.
Where's the little packet the medicine came in?
Sarge, will you go in the kitchen and see if you can find it, please?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you give it to him?
I mixed it in some warm milk and flavored it with a little whiskey. Gramps didn't like the taste of milk.
Where's the whiskey?
Come on, I'll show you. Here it is, right where I left it.
Nothing wrong with this.
I know the milk's all right. I had some myself when I was warming it for Gramps.
Here's the medicine packet. I found it in the wastepaper basket. What's the matter?
Oxalic acid. Who could have tampered with this?
No one. It was in my pocketbook until I fixed it.
That puts it square up to you, Doc. You got your medicines mixed.
It's impossible.
Why? Can't you make a mistake the same as anyone else?
You killed Gramps.
This was all right when I gave it to you.
How could it have been?
You ought to be arrested for murder.
If you go back to my office with me, I think I can prove it wasn't my fault.
All right. But if you can't prove it, we'll stop off to see the sheriff. Come on.
There he is!
What is it, Sheriff?
He killed my wife! This medicine you give her was poison. 3 minutes after she took it, she was dead. I'll kill him! I'll kill him!
Is that true, Sheriff?
I'm afraid so.
That makes 2 people you've murdered. My grandfather died last night. Poisoned by some of his medicine.
Take him out. I'll kill him! I'll kill him! I'll kill him!
It was like a nightmare. It couldn't be happening, and yet it was. I was placed under arrest, charged with manslaughter. When it was found that the entire batch of sedative in my office was poisonous, the case against me was complete.
But, Bill, the Merricks are important people. I can't let you out unless you put up bail.
Look, Sheriff, I mixed that medicine 30 days ago, and I've used it 50 times without any ill effect. I even gave your wife some of it. Someone deliberately added the poison. This is more than just solving a murder or proving my own innocence. This involves people's confidence in the whole medical profession. What do you think this town would do without a doctor? And how about you last year with that bullet in your back?
I guess you're right, Bill. With all the excitement, I've sort of forgotten all the good things you've done. What is it you want me to do?
I want out of here for just 4 hours, and I'll be back.
Your word's good enough for me. I'll probably be sorry for this in the morning, but Out the back way. You can borrow Sam's horse.
Thank you. I headed for the Merrick Ranch. There were a few questions I wanted to ask Savannah.
Nothing in the world is going to be too good for Mr. and Mrs. Charlie Pierce. Yeah, that sounds kind of nifty, doesn't it? How soon do you think we'll get hitched?
Just filling my drink. Oh, no, there's no rush about it.
What do you mean by that?
I just don't want things to get too complicated.
It's not complicated. You and me are getting married.
The money is important, isn't it?
Sure, it's important. Either we get married and live happily ever after, or I'll go to the sheriff and tell him what really happened to him.
Don't say that. I love you. I'll marry you. I'll do anything you say.
Now, that's more like it. You know, there's nothing like blackmail to bring people close together.
Don't even joke about it. It isn't just the money, is it? You do love me, don't you, Charlie?
Sure, I love you. What do you say we have a little drink and celebrate our engagement, huh?
Anything you say, Charlie. You shouldn't have threatened me, Charlie.
You have a lot of explaining to do.
And I tell you again, Sheriff, I only ran from Dr. Baxter because I thought he might be another outlaw. Dr. Baxter, I want to thank you for bringing me home and for telling me there's nothing wrong with my ankle. But that doesn't leave you free to insult me.
I only ask you how well you knew Charlie Pierce.
Until he walked in that cabin, I never saw him before in my life.
And when he tried to keep you there, you shot him in self-defense.
Of course it was self-defense. Sheriff, will you tell him again the man was a known criminal?
He was a member of the Doolin gang. What are you getting at, Bill?
I think Miss Merrick understands.
No, I don't understand.
All right, then, I don't think Charlie Pierce was shot in self-defense.
How dare you?
Are you out of your mind?
I think he knew too much.
You are out of your mind. First you poisoned my grandfather, and then for no reason, with no proof, you accuse me of...
I didn't say I had proof. All I wanted you to know is what I think.
Then I'll tell you what I think. You're a miserable, sneaking coward who poisoned two innocent people, and you're trying to create a diversion.
I'm sorry about this, Miss Merrick.
Take him back to jail where he belongs.
Come on, Baxter.
Your Honor, since I'm being my own lawyer, I hope you'll excuse my mistakes. To save time, I admit that all the testimony you've heard up to now is true. Mrs. Peterson and Mr. Merrick were poisoned by a sedative furnished by me. The prosecution maintains that the presence of poison in that jar was due to my carelessness. I intend to prove that it was not carelessness at all, but part of a successful attempt to commit murder.
Order! Order!
As my first witness, I'd like to ask Miss Savannah Merrick to return to the stand.
Miss Merrick has already testified. You had ample opportunity for cross-examination.
Please, Your Honor. I'll call very few witnesses, and Miss Merrick is one of them.
Very well, Miss Merrick. The witness has previously been sworn in.
Now, Miss Merrick, you testified that you arrived at my office about 2:35 on the afternoon of the 8th. Is that correct?
Yes.
You testified with admirable accuracy as to what took place there, but there was one omission. What was I doing when you came in?
You were mixing some sort of medicine.
And will you tell the court now what I did with that medicine?
You gave it to a man who was waiting for it.
In other words, I stepped out of the room.
Yes.
That'll be all, Miss Merrick. As my next witness, I'd like to call to the stand Mrs. Abernathy Hatfield.
Here I am. Hello, Sam.
Place your hand on the book. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
You know me better than that, Sam. Of course I do.
Now, Mrs. Hatfield, did you visit my office on the afternoon of the 8th?
You know I did. It's the day I went to visit my sister.
Mrs. Hatfield, when you left my office, did you see anyone else arriving?
Well, I was just about to get in the buggy when Miss Merrick rode up. I spoke to her, but she didn't seem to notice.
And Miss Merrick arrived immediately after you left.
That's right.
Now, Mrs. Hatfield, I gave you a packet of medicine, didn't I?
You did.
And would you tell the court where I got that medicine?
From that jar, the large one.
You sure that's the same one?
Oh, perfectly sure. Dr. Baxter's given me medicine from that jar many times.
Do you have some of that medicine with you, Miss Hatfield?
Yes, I have.
Do you swear that that medicine is the same that I took from that jar?
I do.
Would you mind taking some of it now?
Oh, I don't see why not. To your help, Judge.
You feel as if you'd been poisoned?
No. Of course not.
That'll be all. Thank you very much.
Miss Merrick, just a moment, please.
Judge wants you, Miss Merrick.
Come back to the stand, please.
I've already testified twice. I fail to see why I have to go through this again.
Please be seated.
You heard Mrs. Hatfield's testimony, and you saw her drink the medicine I gave her?
Yes.
So when Mrs. Hatfield left my office, that jar contained a harmless sedative.
I don't know that.
Unless Mrs. Hatfield was lying, that'd be the case, wouldn't it?
I suppose so.
However, a few minutes after Mrs. Hatfield left, that jar contained a deadly poison. How do you account for that?
I don't know.
Only 2 people had a chance to add that poison. Myself, who had no reason to do so, and Miss Merrick, who stood to inherit a fortune upon the death of her grandfather.
Take her into custody. Hold her.
Hey, you better come with me.
I'll kill you for this. I'll kill you.
He stole it! He stole it! He stole!
Clear the court. Well, Dr. Baxter, I guess I owe you an apology.
She had everybody fooled, including me.
If she's tried in my court, I'll see that she gets what's coming to her.
What about me? Am I free to go?
With my blessing. And I want to congratulate you on the way that you handled it. Abby, doctor, that medicine she's Hatfield. Is she dead?
Go away. Leave me alone, boys. First good sleep I've had in a month.
On May 15th, 1898, Savannah Merrick was tried and convicted of the poisoning of her grandfather, Hal Merrick, and the murder of Charlie Pierce, member of the Doolin gang.
Also with epidemics of disease that surged the area. Sometimes Desperado and epidemic rode together, and death triumphantly led the way. For the sake of the community, one courageous man who feared neither Desperado nor epidemic challenged them both, and the gaunt specter that rode with them. Rex Allen stars as the Frontier Doctor.
This the road to Rising Springs? I want the sheriff in a hurry.
Yeah, this is the road. What's the trouble?
Huh!
Hey, wait a minute. I want to talk to you. From the looks of him, the stranger had disturbing news to tell Sheriff Quinn. The road he'd come along led directly from the Stebbins. If he'd stopped there, I had some mighty disturbing news to tell him.
There you are. There you are, John. Henry?
Jack.
There you are, Zeke. Oh, hello, Doc.
What's all excitement?
A stranger here saw a man hiding out in the cedar breaks near the West Rim. He swears it was Skeeter Baldwin, the last of the Bill Cook gang.
Thought I read they'd caught him down in Texas somewhere.
They did, but he broke jail over a month ago. Right after that, he pulled a train robbery. Shot, killed a guard, and got away with $80,000.
I recognized him right away. The railroad's got these things posted all over.
We're forming a posse to go after him, Doc. You care to come along?
I can wait for a second. We've met. I'm Dr. Baxter.
My name's Sims, Ben Sims. I'm a traveling seed salesman. Glad to know you.
I tried to talk to you, Mr. Sims. When you took that wagon trail back to the main road, did you stop by the Stebbins farm?
Stebbins? Look, Doc, I'm a stranger here. I don't know anyone, though I intend to.
It's the only farm on the trail. Did you stop there?
Yes. Yes, I did. Why?
Well, the whole Stebbins family are down with diphtheria. It's a highly contagious and very deadly disease. And by stopping there, you might have exposed yourself to it. I'll have to ask you to put yourself in my care for a few days, for observation.
What kind of a filthy trick is this? You trying to deal me out of the Baldwin reward money? Sheriff.
I'm not trying to beat you out of anything except the chance of your infecting and probably killing a lot of innocent people.
On the medical stuff, Doc Baxter's word's law around here, Sims. You'll do what he says. Now, as for the reward money, if we get Baldwin, you'll get your fair share.
We're more than enough to make a posse, Sheriff. Let's get Baldwin.
Right. We'll work out a plan on the way to the cedar breaks.
You realize that by being around Sims, you might have exposed yourself to diphtheria, too. And that goes for the rest of you in here who've been near him.
Are you crazy, Doc? That Baldwin's a mad dog. I'm not leaving my wife and kids unprotected while he's loose in the valley.
You keep saying near, Doc. How near?
Near as anyone in this room.
How about someone standing at the hitch rail across the street? Would they be able to catch this bug?
No.
Well, then what's all the fuss about? I didn't come within 50 feet of anyone at the Stebbins farm. Someone, I guess it was Stebbins, yelled that I was to keep my distance.
And you didn't go in?
No, I just asked where the nearest sheriff was and left.
Did you touch anything there?
No, matter of fact, Stebbins yelled that someone stole a lot of their food last night. I thought maybe he suspected me, and I took out fast.
Well, that gives you and the others a clean bill of health. It gives me something else to worry about. Who stole the food, huh? Cedar breaks are right close to the farm. It must have been Baldwin. It means he might have diphtheria, too.
Could he pass it on?
Sure he could. All he'd have to do is steal some more food from another farm.
All right, men, you heard the doc. We're going after Baldwin, and we're going to shoot to kill. You coming along, Doc?
I guess I better. If any of you kill him, don't touch his body until I've had a chance to examine it. It's equally as important to catch him as a diphtheria carrier as it is to catch him as a murderer.
Come on, let's go. Somewhere in that canyon.
It was the only way out through the East Pass. Stevens, Polly, Brown, block that off. Fan out. We'll drive them toward the river.
Sheriff, he's still around here. There he is!
Go ahead, Sheriff. I'll take care of him.
Taking care of the wounded and was surprised when the widow Randall came along. Mrs. Randall, what in the world are you doing out here?
I heard in town they'd cornered Skeeter Baldwin. Is he still alive?
From the sound of all the shooting, I'd say he's still very much alive. However, I think it's just a matter of time before they get him.
Oh, no.
What'd you say?
Nothing, but... these men are already hurt, and there'll be more.
Don't worry about it, Miss Randall. I don't think the sheriff will let the men take any unnecessary chances. Look, this isn't the safest place in the world. Why don't you go on back home and wait till it's all over?
I'm going to stay here, Doctor, until I know. That is, couldn't I help you take care of the wounded?
I'm sure the men would appreciate it.
Get through that way. We got him blocked off.
That puts us back to the river, huh?
Yeah.
Sheriff. Looks like he's empty-handed.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Randall. What are you doing here, anyway?
She came out here to see what was going on and stayed around to help me.
Did you get the outlaw?
I'm afraid he got away. I don't understand it either. He was wounded pretty badly.
You shot him?
No, we didn't. The express messenger did. When Baldwin pulled the train robbery. Anyway, the messenger said there was a trail of blood leading to a getaway horse.
Maybe somebody patched him up.
I'd like to go home now, Doctor, if you don't need me anymore.
It's all right, Miss Randall. Thanks a lot.
I'll take you home, ma'am. And don't be too concerned about Baldwin getting away. We'll get him tomorrow, sure.
Tomorrow came and went, as did an entire week. And Sheriff Quinn had failed to catch Baldwin.
Come in, Sheriff. You expecting someone this late, Doc?
Mrs. Randall and her little boy, I guess they've been delayed. Any luck?
No. Give me a hand with these boots, will you, Doc? Haven't had them off for days. My feet are killing me. Baldwin's been running us ragged. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I dropped by was to see if you'd had any new cases of diphtheria. It'd give us a line on where to look for him.
No new cases since the Davidsons early this week.
Still think Baldwin passed it on to him?
Sure he did. Same way he picked it up the Stebbins farm, by stealing food and drinking water out of their well. Sprinkle some of that in your sock.
Thanks. But, Doc, how can he stay alive if he's got it? You said yourself diphtheria's a killer.
Curious disease, Sheriff. It's possible to be a carrier of it and not even have it yourself. It's my guess that Baldwin's a carrier.
Well, maybe we're rid of him and the diphtheria. I'm almost willing to believe he got clean away across the mountains.
Be a lucky thing for Rising Springs if he has. Sheriff, I've been reading up some of the old newspapers on that train robbery, and I see where Baldwin wrote a letter to one of them saying he was innocent.
Ah, that's right, he did.
You believe him?
Nope. Baldwin was positively identified by the express messenger who shot him. Baldwin got $80,000 from the robbery. You remember? Well, some people might hide an outlaw, even a disease carrier, for a piece of that kind of money.
A relative might do it for nothing.
How's that, Doc?
Oh, nothing, Sheriff. Just nothing.
Oh. Well, anyway, starting tomorrow, I'm making a thorough search of every home in the valley. Well, that reminds me. You better have that.
What for?
Protection. Well, Baldwin might come here looking for medical treatment. You know how to handle it? Well, if that wasn't a silly question. I guess I'll be on the way, Doc. Looks like the widow Randall forgot her appointment, huh?
I'll wait a little while for her.
So long, Doc. Thanks for the foot powder.
You're welcome. It was a wild idea connecting Mrs. Randall with the outlaw because of her unusual actions at the gunfight and an appointment she didn't keep. Too wild to trouble the sheriff about it, but it nagged me that night. And the next morning, for my own peace of mind, I drove to the courthouse to check the records. The town was deserted. Evidently, the sheriff had started the house-to-house search early. It was Mrs. Randall's marriage record I wanted. And when I found it, it told me all I needed to know. June 3rd, 1899. Jack Randall to Mary Baldwin. I drove up to Mrs. Randall's farmhouse with mixed feelings. In one way, I was glad I hadn't told the sheriff my idea. In another way, I was mighty worried I hadn't.
Dr. Baxter.
Morning, Miss Randall. May I come in?
I'd rather you didn't, Doctor. I'm afraid that I've been a little lazy this morning. The house is a mess.
Oh, I don't mind a little untidiness, Miss Randall. Remember, I'm a bachelor.
What do you want, Doctor?
Young Zach missed his appointment yesterday. And with diphtheria around, I got a little worried.
No, we're fine. I'm sorry about missing the appointment. I'm afraid I forgot about it.
Where's Zach?
Oh, he's playing down near the pond somewhere. Will you excuse me for just a minute, Doctor? I'd like to clear away a few things. suspicious. You've got to get out of here. No, Skeeter!
Let Mary have the gun.
How'd you know I'd be here?
I checked back on Mrs. Randall's marriage record.
Pretty smart. All right, what are you gonna do?
Taking you in.
There's only one way you will, and that's dead.
That's the way it might be.
You got a code to live up to, haven't you, Doc? Save lives. Not take them.
I don't want to kill you, Baldwin, but I will. To prevent the disease you're carrying from going any further.
What do you mean?
You're a diphtheria carrier. You picked it up at the first farm where you stole food.
Diphtheria. My baby.
You're a lion.
I wish I were. You're a diphtheria carrier, all right. You passed it on to the Davidsons when you stole food from them. And something else. I imagine you'd like to have a chance to prove you're innocent of that train robbery instead of being hunted down like a mad dog.
And you think I'm innocent, huh?
Whoever pulled the holdup and murdered the train guard was shot by the express messenger. If you're not carrying the slugs, you're innocent.
This is a trap, isn't it? You tipped the sheriff I'd be here.
No, he'd shoot you on sight. That's one reason why I came along.
Mommy, come here!
Oh, no, Skeeter, don't shoot him.
Toss the gun on the table, Doc.
Please, Doctor. My baby is sick. He needs you.
Mommy! Mommy!
Take care of the kid.
Bring my bag.
I know it does, my darling. But the doctor's here now. Everything's going to be all right. I wanted to get you, Doctor, desperately. But he said he'd kill me if I tried to leave the house.
Get me some water and a spoon.
Get this out of the way. Here now. You try to swallow this. He has diphtheria.
Oh, no. Can't be. You gave it to him.
I need antitoxin. I'll have to go back to my office and get it.
You're not leaving here. Fix him up without antitoxin.
Without it, there's very little I can do.
Well, then do it!
He's got to have antitoxin. Without it, there's no hope. The boy's life is at stake, Baldwin. You can pull that trigger if you want to.
Wait! Stay here with the boy, Mary. I'll go. Do everything you can to keep him alive, Doc, till I get back. What do I look for and where?
It's in a little bottle in my medicine cabinet. Plainly marked diphtheria antitoxin. And hurry up. Mary, crying isn't going to help. Pull yourself together. How close a relative is he?
He's my brother. I haven't seen him for years. But I couldn't turn him away when he asked for sanctuary. He's been bad, Doctor, I know. Robbing and looting with the Bill Crook gang. Breaking out of jail and now this. But he swears he's innocent of the train robbery and killing the guard. And I believe him.
For your sake, I hope he is, Mrs. Randall. And that he can prove it.
We'll cut through town. It'll get us up to the other side of the valley faster.
Well, let's hope we have better luck over there.
Skeeter doesn't come pretty quick. Get me some cold, wet towels. We've got to get his temperature down.
He's here. Hurry, Skeeter. Doctor!
See if you can stop the blood.
Joe, cover the barn. Ed, take the back of the house. Ross, come with me.
No!
Hold it. What's the meaning of this, Doc?
He tried to shoot him.
Baldwin. Would it matter? You've got some tall explaining to do, Mrs. Randall.
I can explain that. Baldwin's her brother.
What?
Look here. You see any old gunshot wounds on this man?
I told you I was innocent.
That's pretty conclusive evidence.
Hey, Doc, you don't want to patch him up here in the living room, do you?
I'd rather get him into my office if I could.
All right, give me a hand. Well, what's the matter with you, man?
Must be where the doc hit me. I think I'll go back to the hotel and get a couple of days rest.
All right, you do that. For a stranger, you've already done more than your share.
Just a minute, Sheriff. All you men have been exposed to diphtheria. I'll have to quarantine you to your homes for a few days. Sims, go back to your hotel room and don't leave it. And don't mingle with any of the other guests.
All right, Doctor.
Give me a hand, Ross.
Sure, Sheriff.
Watch that shoulder now. Take it easy. Come on,
easy.
On your feet. Okay.
Mommy, come here!
Somebody's awake and calling you, Mary.
Well, you look happy.
I am. I just wrote cured to my last diphtheria case. Young Zach Randall. He starts back to school tomorrow.
Glad to hear it. I just got the word on Baldwin.
How'd he come out?
Drew 2 extra years for breaking jail, but the court found him innocent of the train robbery.
Sounds like a fair sentence.
I was on my way to tell Sims. He's going to be mighty disappointed losing out on that reward money. You want to come along?
Yeah, I'd like to see him. I've been wanting to see him, but he's kept his room locked. I couldn't even get in.
Doc, you want it over at the hotel, quick. Sims, he's dying. You better come too, Sheriff.
to be able to pull me through, Doc?
We'll try, Sims. You'd only let us know a little sooner.
Where are you going to put that?
Right between your shoulder blades. Turn over.
No, put it in my arm.
Has to be in
my
your
arm,
side.
Doc.
Turn over.
My arm, Doc.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Hey, look at this.
Looks like slug wounds.
They are. It's exactly the way they heal up when they haven't had medical attention.
No wonder you didn't want us to look at your back.
I'm not going to make it. So I might as well tell you. It was almost a perfect crime. Everybody, even the express messenger, dead certain it was Baldwin. Till a doc comes snooping around. You'll find the money in the saddlebags under the bed, Sheriff.
Hi, Doc. You better get over there. Keep an eye on Sims.
Sure, Sheriff.
No need to go. He didn't make it.
Slug wounds finally got him, huh?
No, he died from myocarditis.
Come again, Doc?
Myocarditis, inflammation of the muscular part of the heart wall. It's a fatal complication of diphtheria.
Sims had diphtheria? Did he pick it up from Baldwin or Zach?
No, he picked it up at the Stebbins farm. Told me just before he died that he lied about being there. Sims hid out in their barn, recuperating from his wounds. He saw Baldwin sneak in there one night to get some water from the well. Then's when he decided to come out in the open and tell us he saw Baldwin and arouse the town into killing the outlaw. You see, with Baldwin dead, this kept him in the clear. I think I'll be running along. I've got some people waiting in the office.
All right, Doc, and thanks. Thanks for everything you've done.
See you, Doc.